What's up, guys? WWE Fan Talk Show here, bringing you guys a interesting video today. We have the Target exclusive Ultimate Edition Batista. Now, today is a little bit of a different video just because I'm on vacation in Texas for summer and I don't have all my video equipment, and I was not expecting to find this at Target, but I just had to review it for you guys. But it is the Ultimate Edition Target exclusive Batista. So we're going to take a closer look at this figure. Here's the side of the packaging with a picture of Batista. Nice artwork. There is the back with all of his stats, a nice pose right there with the figure. If you want to, go ahead and pause it so you can take a closer look at all of the stats and the description right there for Dave Batista, describing what this figure is themed after. Taking a closer look at the side of the packaging, it says Batista, and then we have the front window opening up the door, and here we have a closer and more clear look at the packaging. We have so many different accessories with this Batista figure. We got the 2 contracts stating which match he was going to choose at WrestleMania. That was an amazing and most iconic night, probably in Batista's career. We have 3 different head sculpts. We're going to talk more about these later. We have the World Heavyweight Championship and 4 different pairs of hands, including the one on the figure, plus the animal t-shirt right here, looking very nice. Again, a plethora of accessories in this Batista figure, which I definitely recommend, and I haven't even gotten through the video review yet. And at the top right here, it says the animal Batista, looking very cool. Moving on to a closer look at Batista, here we have him out of the package in this awesome pose, and this dude is so freaking awesome. Taking a closer look at the gear, I'm going to point something out on his boots. I feel like his feet are a little bit too big, and I think it's because they are reused from the Fiend figure. I totally could be wrong, but they do look a little too big. But if you don't pay too much close attention to it, I guess it won't bother you. To me, it bothers me a little bit, but this figure definitely looks just like Batista. We have a smiling head sculpt right here, which I think looks like a smiling Batista. I'm not quite sure when Batista smiles because he's always throwing everybody, or was always throwing everybody around and dominating, but this is definitely a classic look for Batista. And then we have a screaming head sculpt, and this one is my least favorite head sculpt just because the eyes, I don't know if they weren't painted or if they're shut closed. And I don't know if if they are shut, if it's like a victory scream, or if they're supposed to be painted. And it is something that is bothering me. So if somebody could leave it in the comments down below whether the eyes are supposed to be painted or they're not, or his eyes are shut, that would be much appreciated. But still a very cool looking head sculpt. And then we have the 2 contracts right here, the Monday Night Raw contract and the SmackDown contract. And I think these are some essential accessories when it comes to this version of Batista in this specific feud. Taking a closer look, we have the SmackDown. This is the old SmackDown logo. Let's see if we can get it focused. I have this in a little bit of a slow motion so you can pick up every single little detail on these contracts. But this one says SmackDown. And then on the other side, I believe it does say Monday Night Raw. I'm not sure if the SmackDown match was John Cena and JBL, or if that was Monday Night Raw. I think the Monday Night Raw feud was him and Triple H, but I could be wrong. Can't quite remember. But this is an accurate representation of how the contracts looked on that night where he turned on Triple H and decided that he would face him at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. And this is something so great for figure photography because you can get so many great pictures and throwbacks to that specific night where he did decide he was going to face Triple H. And we also get those thumbs down hands, which works well if you want to do like a pick fed moment or something like that. But this figure definitely comes with a plethora of accessories to use for so many different things in the figure community. And here we have the front of the contracts, taking a closer look. And one of my favorite things, and one of the main reasons why I'm going to rank this figure so high on the list of Ultimate Editions, is that they put so much work and detail into these contracts. They're not just those blank contracts that we've gotten in the past. Mattel actually put effort and accuracy into these contracts right here. They are out of focus, so let's see if we can get them focused. Again, it is a little bit of slow motion just so you guys can pick up all the details. But again, if you look on the right, Batista versus Triple H, or Batista, JBL, and John Cena, which would have been an interesting match if he did decide that match for the WWE Championship. But I'm glad he did face Triple H. It makes the most sense. But again, so many different details on these clipboards right here. But again, It does say WrestleMania 21. It does list the matches, and it lists every single little detail that were on the real contracts. And then he does come with the classic big gold, or the World Heavyweight Championship, which is the title belt. I believe he won against Triple H at WrestleMania 21. I believe he walked in as the challenger, but this is the same World Heavyweight Championship that we've seen before in the past. So you're getting nothing new here. Unless you don't have the World Heavyweight Championship, then it's a big score for you right here. But there's nothing wrong with always getting duplicates of belts. I mean, you may break one or want to customize one. So again, we get another World Heavyweight Championship with this Batista. And then we have Batista wearing his Animal t-shirt, The Animal, with his cool design. Again, he does come with those thumbs up hands, so you can use them for different things. For him, I had him pointing at the Animal t-shirt and giving a thumbs up with that smiling face. So there's so many different creative things that you can do with this figure, and I think it's pretty awesome, especially for the figure photography. We also have that thumbs down pose with that angry looking head sculpt right before he's about to give that Batista bomb to Triple H, which is so iconic. And you can get so many different pictures with this figure. Everything with the articulation and the movement on this figure is insane. And I definitely recommend picking up this figure even for this pose. You can't even get that great of a pose on the Elite Batistas. You can't get this great of a pose just because of the articulation. But on the Ultimate Edition Batista, it moves perfectly into this pose. So overall, great articulation with this Batista. And then taking a closer look at his back tattoos. Again, we have that slow motion just so you can pick up every single little detail on this Batista. But one of the most important things on a Batista figure, in my opinion, is that back tattoo. This dude has so many tattoos nowadays. Again, he did have that big back tattoo back then as well. And I think it's important that they paint it a certain way, and that there's a certain amount of colors. They don't need to color the entire thing, but they added the reds and the blues, which is just enough for me, and all the lining and all the tattoo work looks right to me. Same with his arm tattoos, everything looks accurate, but again, that is a major thing I look for on all of my Batista figures. And then taking a closer look at the back of the trunks, we have that design that says Batista on the back of the trunks. And then as for the knee pads, everything is blank on the back. It's just red, and as well as the boots. So my overall thoughts on this Batista, I'm going to give it a solid 10 out of 10. I mean, I couldn't find this figure in California where I live. I couldn't find it at any of my Targets, and then I came to Texas and wasn't even looking for anything in specific and totally forgot about this Batista. But again, I went to Target and I found it on the shelves. I was so surprised. I just had to pick it up. The only problem is I didn't have my camera equipment, so I wanted to make a video in some way. So this is the best I could do for now. But again, 10 out of 10 for this Batista. All the accessories are insane. Hands down, my favorite WWE Ultimate Edition so far. You can pick up all of your wrestling figures at Ringside Collectibles. This one is not on Ringside Collectibles. This is a Target exclusive, so it's going to be a little bit more hard to find, but you can find other Batistas at Ringside Collectibles using discount code Tanner, TANNER. Again, if you do see this on the shelves at your Target, just pick it up. I mean, so it's either you're going to pick it up or somebody else's. Might as well it be you. And it's a hard figure to find. I'm not going to lie. I know some people find like 3 or 4 of them at their Targets, but I'm the type of person where I can't even find one at my Target. So I got pretty lucky with this one. So again, if you're at a Target and you see it, just go ahead and pick it up. It's a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. WWE Fan Talk Show out.